This is KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is John Kenyon from the Iowa City of Literature, who is barreling forward on the book festival that takes place in early October every year.
Yeah, about 2.5 weeks out.
John, you're looking remarkably calm and relaxed.
It's all an act.
It's like a duck, calm and serene on the top, paddling like mad underneath.
Yes.
So they're about 2.5 weeks out.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me what activities you've got going on this year.
Well, so the festival this year is the longest we've ever had. We're October 8th through the 15th this year. So a lot of programming. We start on Sunday, the 8th, with a partnership with Hampshire Auditorium, which we're very excited about. We have the author Willow Wilson, who has fans all over the spectrum. She's written comic books. She has a wonderful memoir called The Butterfly Mosque. She has fiction books. And that's a partnership as well with the UI Center for Human Rights on their One Community, One Book program. So we hope everybody in the community is reading The Butterfly Mosque, which is her memoir. And we'll come out and kick off the book festival at 2 that afternoon. And we've got programming every day after that.
Well, as you know, I'm a nerd, so I know Willow Wilson more for her work on the comic Ms. Marvel.
Yes.
Which features, I think, the first Muslim superhero, or the first mainstream. They call mainstream.
Yeah.
With their own comic book and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think there'll be people who will come out for this for a lot of different reasons, but she's a very engaging person, and we're just pleased to death to have her kicking things off for us. I think it's a great way to get things going.
Okay, but there's 7 days left.
Yeah. So we have a lot of programming this year that we've done with the International Writing Program at the University of Iowa. It is their 50th anniversary. And so every year we do some programming with them. One of the reasons we initially moved the book festival to October is so that we could coincide with their residency that they have every fall. And so they have writers from about 35 countries from around the world that come in every fall and participate in different events. And so we put them on panel discussions and readings and so forth. Well, this year, because they're celebrating their 50th, they are bringing in people who have gone through the program in the past, luminaries from other countries. And so throughout the week, we will be having panel discussions during the afternoon with those folks. And then on Saturday, we will have panels that include their writers who are here for the entire residency. So that takes up a big part of the middle of the week. We go, I guess, from the sublime to the ridiculous with the Redneck Liberal comedians, Trey Crowder and co., who will be appearing at the Englert on Wednesday. That is the only ticketed event of the entire festival of more than 50 events throughout the course of the week. So that should be an interesting one, and I've heard that tickets are going quickly, so folks should jump on that. Thursday, one that is near and dear to our organization, we are giving our Paul Engle Prize to the writer Alexander Chee. This is a prize that we give every year to writers, not just to recognize their exemplary work on the page, but the things they do off the page, how they get involved in their various communities, how they use their kind of bully pulpit as a writer to advocate on behalf of different populations and so on. And Chi has done a lot of that. He's a wonderful novelist. He's got the novels Edinburgh and Queen of the Night that are multiple award-winning, lovely reads. He's a graduate of the Writers' Workshop, so that's the first time that we've done that with an award, but it'll be a great opportunity. That'll be at the Coralville Public Library on the Thursday of the festival, October 12th at 7 p.m.
Paul Engle, of course, was a Cedar Rapids native who
Indeed.
then became the director of the Iowa Writers' Workshop and did all those things you just talked about in terms of using his position and his writing as a way to advance important social causes.
Indeed. And he co-founded with his wife, Hua Ling, the International Writing Program, which celebrates its 50th this year. So a lot of things kind of percolating around Paul. And actually, October 12th is the official Paul Engle Day in Iowa. Governor Vilsack, way back when, had named that because it's Engle's birthday. And so we're pleased that the quirk of our schedule allows us to actually present the prize on Paul Engle Day. So that's going to be a fun one. And then we have events, a few events on Friday, and then Saturday is really our big day, October 14th. We have events at 5 different venues throughout downtown Iowa City, a mixture of panel discussions, readings, demonstrations, workshops. There's a giant book fair that will take place on the Ped Mall downtown. So that's really the big day of the festival. And folks can, we have all kinds of different authors, all kinds of different books represented, different genres, different styles. And then on Sunday, we wrap up with what we call the Day in the City of Literature, where we kind of get out into the community a little bit more and do some fun things. So we'll have, there's a great reading that will be at RSVP in Iowa City on the north side at 11:30 that will feature Jim Galvin and Elizabeth Willis from the Iowa Writers Workshop, for example, and the Roast of Iowa City, which is always a fun way to kind of wrap things up that our friends at Little Village helped to coordinate. We've got a great biography of Herbert Hoover. The author of that will be appearing at Prairie Lights on Sunday at 5. So just a lot of different things going on over the course of that day to cap a very busy week.
Wow. Well, I just kind of lean back. John, what's going on for the writers for the book festival? And I could have left and gone and got coffee because you do have something going on every day. Just briefly before we'll mention the website and stuff again here in just a minute. But tell me about what other duties, activities, things that you're involved with as a City of Literature, because you do have kind of a role with UNESCO, which designates these historic and literature sites. Iowa City, the only city of literature in the United States, and I know you do some traveling and things like that associated with being a part of this organization too. What's the most interesting place or thing you've done?
Wow, that would be a long list. I guess the most recent really interesting travel I've done is Östersund, Sweden, which took me up to kind of the north part of Sweden. They are a city of gastronomy, so they fed us very well. And so we go to annual meetings. Right now we're part of a 137 city network. I totally blew that. 116 city network. It'll probably be 137 pretty soon. And we have cities in 7 different disciplines. So literature cities, of which we are one of 20, is just one discipline that is covered by these. And a great thing that I can share is that next year will be the 10th anniversary of Iowa City's designation.
Wow.
And we will host the annual meeting of the Cities of Literature in April.
Nice.
So we'll have all of my colleagues come here. So we've been to Heidelberg and Dublin and Barcelona this last spring, and now all those folks are going to be coming to Iowa City to see what we have to offer. So we're excited to help celebrate that way.
Pretty good company.
Yeah, definitely.
So again, the City of Literature presents the Iowa Book Festival, and it's ends the 15th, 7th through the 15th?
8th through the 15th.
October 8th through the 15th. And if, as I said, you just went down a huge list of activities, almost all of them free, but people want to take a look at the full schedule, they can get it at your website, which is?
iowacitybbookfestival.org. And we have the print program, just came out yesterday in Little Village magazine, and there'll be loose copies around Iowa City, and you can obviously get Little Village around various spots in Cedar Rapids as well. And that's also a downloadable PDF off of that iowacitybbookfestival.org website.
All right. Well, good luck coordinating all of those events. I know that the all the legwork is done ahead of time, but it's still kind of a gut check as you get everything to run smoothly. But I'm sure it will. And I wish you big crowds at all the events.
Me as well. Yes. Thank you very much.
John Kenyon with the Iowa Book Festival and the Iowa City of Literature.